alright with me. 'Cause what he does so well. I just wanna yell, let's hear it for the boy. Let's give the boy a hand. Let's hear it for my baby. You know you gotta understand. Well, maybe he's no Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, it's Laura T. at Dreambills123. Just trying to think of a suitable song to sing. I haven't been here for almost 3 months, so I'm going to talk about what's going on. I was singing that song kind of to my little grandson, who I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Sorry if this is all wobbly. I had a stand thing that I used and I can't find it because I haven't done this for a while. So what to talk about? Well, let's talk about eBay stuff first, because some of you maybe have never seen me before and you just want to hear about eBay and stuff like that. Well, you know, last time I was on was about 3 months ago, and one of the things I said was that I didn't feel like I had too much to talk about sometimes anymore regarding eBay. I mean, that a lot of it was just personal stuff and everything, which I know everybody, or you know, that's all cool too, but I had an experience and I thought that it was relevant to eBay. Okay, now I've gotten involved in our garden club here at the lake, and we had an annual yard sale, and I was the co-chairman, and I also told them that I could help them price things, you know, valuable things, and maybe sell some stuff on eBay, which I did. But here's the thing, this was one of the biggest yard sales I've ever been a part of, and the whole lake community donated stuff. And this is a fairly, not super wealthy, but I would say upper middle class to upper class area, maybe. We live on a lake. It's a variety. There's houses here worth, I don't know, 300,000, which in this area or in these days is not that much, up to over $1 million. So it all depends. But anyways, good stuff being donated, you know, I mean, not. So anyways, the point I'm trying to make is, out of about, I would say 5,000 items, maybe more, I found about 10 that were suitable to put on eBay that I thought could make money. And probably out of those, maybe 2 were really, really good. Like home runs I know they're going to sell. So like one was and the point I'm trying to make is, it's hard to find valuable stuff anymore, isn't it? Because people can figure it out that stuff is worthwhile, and they're just going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something, I think. Although people still don't really know what stuff is worth, because after the yard sale was over, I went through everything and I picked up a few more things that were worth money. Like some of the things I found were U.S. Army wool blankets, a World War II compass that I sold for about $100, a nice quilt that I sold for only $30, and I put these things on auctions because I wanted them to sell fast. And you know, like I sold a signed canvas bag of a football team from University of Virginia, but I sold it for $10. I started at $9.99 and it got 1 bid. I sold a gold Whiting and Davis purse, started at $9.99, it got 1 bid. I sold a picture of the Roanoke Canning or Virginia Canning Association, one of those long panoramic pictures, for $9.99. And I'm saying these things. Now the compass, the World War II compass, I sold for about $92, and the quilt I said for $29. So those are the things that I've sold so far. And just keep in mind, like the things for $9.99, you know, if I wasn't part of this yard sale, I would have paid for them at a yard sale. And so let's say I paid $5 each. Well, they're hardly worth even selling at that point, right? Because I'm only getting $9.99. And like the wool blankets, I haven't listed them yet because I got these kind of after the sale was all over. I think I might get, I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing anywhere from 30 to 50 each maybe on those, depending on kind of what condition they are. I just kind of grab them. And then there were a few other things like, let's see, this is like a, you put it at the bottom of flower arrangements, I believe, but maybe I get $10 on that, made in Austria. And the ladies there, they're all really excited about this certain pottery, this Emerson Creek pottery, which is a local pottery. I guess everything's really expensive, but we had this for $15 at the yard sale. Nobody wanted it. Another Emerson Creek platter for $10. Nobody wanted it. Nobody bought it. I'm going to try to sell them, but even these, you know, they're big, they're bulky. I'm not even sure I'm going to try. I might just save them and sell them at next year's yard sale. I got this, there's this I might be able to get 50 to 75. I'm just going to show you. It's a fry cutter, a professional, like, what do you call it? Industrial type fry cutter. Maybe get 50, like I said, to 100 for that. And then this is another supposedly Majolica, very valuable vase, everybody was saying, but we had 30 on it. No buyers at all. But similar stuff has sold on eBay like this. So I might be able to get 30 on eBay. But the point I'm trying to make is, one more thing. This is another one of those I call frogs. And we had $10 on it. There are no buyers, but I think I can get about $10 on eBay. But again, you know, if I had gone and paid $5 or $7 at a yard sale or a thrift store for that, I wouldn't really be making any money off of it. I'm not trying to be discouraging. I just thought it's not easy to find valuable things. It never really has been. You got to really look. Sometimes you luck out and you do get stuff, but okay. So that's really all I want to talk about. I haven't really listed anything much for the last few months because I've been taking care of my granddaughter while my daughter is taking care of her son, my grandson, who is still in the hospital. He will be 3 months old tomorrow. He has had 2 surgeries, and he's having another surgery tomorrow to have a GI tube put in his stomach because he's not able to eat still, and they think are going to try to send him home with a GI tube. Right now he has a tube in his nose, which he doesn't like at all. And they have to swaddle him very tightly so that he doesn't pull it out. So it's a problem. So hopefully this GI tube will be successful. So you can all pray for that if you would. And so other things with him. Well, he was born with Down syndrome. You all know that. He's had 1 heart surgery. He's going to need another heart surgery. They may just keep him there until he has his 2nd heart surgery, which might be months from now. I just don't really know. It's kind of day by day because they just have to take it and see how he's doing every day. And he's really not able to be on his own without a feeding tube. And then he's also got a CPAP machine that they use to help because his airways aren't very strong. He's also been on morphine and fentanyl-like stuff since pretty much day 4 when he had his first heart surgery. So they've got to wean him off that, which is not fun for him. And so hopefully he will come home soon. My daughter is doing okay. My son-in-law, he drives to and from the hospital in the morning and the night. He spends the night out there at the Ronald McDonald House with my daughter and sees his little baby, and then he goes to work. So he's pretty tired. The other grandparents, his parents, are also involved watching, so that's helpful. They are going out of town because she's got another daughter who's having a baby. So there'll probably be a month or so where I'm taking care of the granddaughter, Evelyn, more, which is the high point of this. Is I get to spend so much time with her, and she's so sweet, and I love her so much. That's about all with that. And my granddaughter is doing well. My hip, I had my second hip replacement last month, April 9th, and no, March 20th. I can't remember exactly when I had it, but what month is it? In May. Well, it was about 8 weeks ago, and it's going great. It's just great. I feel so good. So that's good. That's my second hip replacement this year. Been a little over a year since my husband passed away, and I'm doing okay. Still miss him, still very hard. It's been a hard year. But doing okay. Let me see, couple of things have happened that reminded, or like his, a message of his. Oh, okay, oh, I bought this, this book called Consolations, and it's a book about words by this poet, and he just has words, and then he kind of goes into taking a word like beauty or love or nature, you know, just kind of words like that. So I was, it was like the year anniversary of his death, and I decided to look through this book and find a word that was consoling to me, you know. So I'm thumbing through the words, and they're all words like that, you know, love, beauty, sunlight. But then the word Istanbul comes up. Istanbul. Well, my husband grew up in Turkey. I'm like, that is just a very weird word to have among all these other words. Istanbul is not, it's a place. It was just funny. It's like my husband was trying to do a message. Anyways, stuff like that happens all the time. So that's fun. I haven't really been listing anything on eBay. I've just been sort of selling my inventory at very low prices because it's just stuff that I've had for a long time. And it's, you know, if I get $10 on something, I'm like, okay, I'm all right. I just take offers, and I'm just trying to move things along. When my grandson is out of the hospital, I'll probably maybe get into it a little bit more and go out shopping more and stuff like that. But I haven't been out too much. Like I said last time, I'm just still trying to figure out what I want to do. Oh, I've been doing a little more painting, watercolor. This is a cat I did. Enjoying that. Did a pine cone. A lot of pine cones are harder than they look, let me tell you. So still doing that. Yeah, maybe making about $100 a week on eBay or something like that. Maybe less than that net. That is about it. We're just sort of, you know, I might do some traveling this year, see my sister, my brother, but I'm just not going to go anywhere until Preston is settled and everything. So, but I did want to, let me just see if there's anything else here. I just wanted to touch base and say hello because I haven't seen you all for a while, and I think about you, and I think about doing this a lot, and I had something to talk about, so I'm here. Hopefully I'll be, you know, periodically come in, and maybe I'll come back regularly in a little bit. I just have still figuring out what to do with this life I've been given, and I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you in the next one.